Welcome to the 6 p.m. edition of Arirang News on National Liberation Day, or Gwangbokjeol in Korean, the day Korea was liberated from Japan's 35 years of colonial rule. I'm Kim Bo-kyung. At a ceremony on Thursday morning to mark National Liberation Day, President Yoon Suk-yeol set out a new roadmap for the unification of South and North Korea, based on expanding freedom and democracy for North Korean citizens. Our Oh Soo-young has the details.
President Yoon Suk-yeol has proposed reopening dialogue between South and North Korea as he laid out a new doctrine for unification based on freedom and democracy. This came on Thursday as Yoon made a speech to mark 79 years since Koreans gained liberation, when Imperial Japan surrendered to Allied countries, bringing an end to World War II. Addressing not only 51 million South Koreans, but also 26 million Koreans in the north, Yoon envisioned a unified Republic of Korea, deeming unification as the ultimate stage of liberation.
자유가 박탈된 동토의 왕국, 빈곤과 기아로 고통받는 북녘 땅으로 우리가 누리는 자유가 확장되어야 합니다. 한반도 전체 국민이 주인인 자유민주 통일 국가가 만들어지는 그날 비로소 완전한 광복이 실현되는 것입니다.
Yoon declared his three-point vision based on a free and democratic order under the South Korean constitution.
국민의 자유와 안전이 보장되는 행복한 나라, 창의와 혁신으로 도약하는 강하고 풍요로운 나라, 국제사회의 화합과 발전을 선도하며 세계의 평화와 번영에 기여하는 나라, 이것이 바로 통일 대한민국의 미래입니다.
Bridging the economic, social and cultural divide between the South and North since the Korean War, Yoon stressed the need to reinforce values and capacity to pursue unification. In doing so, the president set out 7 action plans, beginning with engaging South Korean citizens, particularly young people, with educational programs on unification amid waning public interest and support for unification in recent years. The administration aims to inspire North Koreans to desire unification, focusing on their freedom and individual rights. Seoul will ramp up efforts to improve North Koreans' human rights situation by working with domestic and international bodies and by creating a special fund to promote the cause. The South also plans to expand the variety of information that reach North Korean residents to help them learn about the outside world. Humanitarian aid is another area of focus to ensure North Korean survival from natural disasters and calamities and to support vulnerable social groups. Yoon once again highlighted the role of North Korean defectors in facilitating unification based on their own experiences and integration into a free society. Most significantly, Yoon proposed a new dialogue channel between the two Koreas. The working group would cover any and all issues not limited to people-to-people exchanges, economic cooperation, disaster relief and humanitarian aid, on top of denuclearization and military affairs. However, Seoul and Pyongyang's ties have worsened in recent years as North Korea continues to pose a nuclear threat to the region and has cut off official communication channels with the South.
Humanitarian aid to North Korea and the Inter-Korean Dialogue body require a response from the North Korean authorities. We will wait for that response. Even if it does not come immediately, we can plan and pursue the remaining 5 unification action plans independently. Unification is a task that requires patience and sustained effort, even if it takes time.
Imagining a unified South and North that contributes to global peace and prosperity, the Yoon administration says it will engage the international community in dialogue and gain support as it works towards a unified Republic of Korea. Oh Soo-young, Arirang News.
President Yoon Suk-yeol paid tribute to the late former First Lady Yuk Young-soo, the wife of former President Park Chung-hee, to mark the 50th anniversary of her passing. On Thursday, President Yoon, accompanied by First Lady Kim Gun-hee, visited Seoul National Cemetery, where Yuk was laid to rest. Yoon was welcomed by Yuk's son, with whom he exchanged warm greetings. In the guest book, President Yoon honored the former First Lady, saying the nation hasn't forgotten her as a compassionate and caring mother to the South Korean people. The evening before the visit, President Yoon reached out to former President Park Geun-hye, the daughter of Park Jung-hee and Yuk Young-soo, informing her of his plans to pay his respects to her mother. She expressed her gratitude, and President Yoon extended an invitation for a future dinner at his residence. In honor of National Liberation Day, the National Museum of Korea is showcasing special artifacts to remember those who sacrificed their lives for the nation's independence. Yoon reports.
South Korea celebrates National Liberation Day on August 15th, the day Korea regained independence from Japan in 1945 after 35 years of colonization. This day honors the sacrifices of countless individuals who fought for freedom. This year, the National Museum of Korea is running a special exhibition on the independence movement, focusing on the work of activist Na Seok-ju.
This exhibition is meaningful because it features letters from activist Na Seok-ju, which are being displayed for the first time.
Independence activist Na Seok-ju's letters detail his plan, which involved bombing institutions that were exploiting Joseon's resources and ultimately ending his own life. Though less known than some other Korean activists, the detailed letters reveal his dedication and efforts to expose the injustices of his time.
It's just the story of wanting peace and wanting to be free and to do, what he did to sacrifice his life for what he felt was freedom for the country. And so just really fascinating to read the details and to learn a little bit more about all the history. So.
He threw bombs. Na Seok-ju was a remarkable activist.
Another special display honors the 79th anniversary of National Liberation Day. The Korean national flag is called the Taegukgi, and this is the oldest remaining example dating back to at least 1891. King Gojong presented the flag to his American diplomatic advisor, Owen Denny, and it is thus known as Denny's Taegukgi.
Just the evolution of the design and the colors, and I like how with the harmony and bringing in the yin and yang and then the different elements of the earth, and just to represent the country is really unique in my perspective.
The special displays of activist Na Seok-ju's documents and the Taegukgi will be on view until October 9th.
Alongside the special displays, the National Museum of Korea's permanent collection features artifacts from the Joseon dynasty, so be sure to explore them.
Curator Yoo Se-rom said she hopes the exhibition will help people reflect on the meaning of liberation. Yoon, Arirang News.
Meanwhile, Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida sent a ritual offering today to the controversial Yasukuni Shrine in Tokyo, while some cabinet members and politicians made in-person visits. The Yasukuni Shrine is regarded as a symbol of Japan's past militarism, as it honors not just the souls of Japan's more than 2.4 million war dead, but also some Class A war criminals. Prime Minister Kishida has not visited the shrine, but has been sending ritual offerings since taking office in October 2021, while current cabinet members and lawmakers have made in-person visits for 5 years in a row. To this, South Korea's Foreign Ministry made a statement expressing deep disappointment and regret, while urging Japanese leaders to properly face history and show genuine repentance for the past through action. It added this is an important foundation for developing whole Tokyo ties that focus on the future. In an effort to repel Kyiv's surprise incursions into Western Russia, Moscow has begun withdrawing some troops from Ukraine. That's according to the New York Times, which on Wednesday local time, citing U.S. and Ukrainian officials, said this shows that Kyiv's surprise attack forced Moscow to change its battle plans and put it on the defensive. The report comes after Ukrainian army spokesman Dmytro Verkhovy announced that Russia had moved some units from the southern Ukrainian regions of Zaporizhia and Dnipro to other areas of the fighting, including the Kursk region. But Russia reportedly has not yet diverted armored battalions and other combat power, nor redeployed troops from the Donetsk region, where it has been on the offensive for months. ICT exports in South Korea for July increased by 32.8% compared to a year earlier. It's the fourth consecutive month for the on-year rate of increase to be above 30%. According to the Science Ministry on Thursday, on the back of strong chip and smartphone exports, the figure for July reached $19.4 billion. The increase in semiconductor shipments is largely attributed to the growth in the AI market as well as a recovery in demand, with double-digit increases in chip exports for the 9th straight month. Smartphone exports also rose as partial components to manufacturing hubs like China and Vietnam more than doubled. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. We'll be back on Friday at 9 a.m. Korea time. Until then, goodbye.